Hello, Mr. Barbagallo. Okay, it is your day. It is time. This is your original watch. You bought this. You bought this a couple of years ago from another collector. You say it does appear to be all original. I would absolutely agree. Showing low amplitude and beat error. Yeah, this to me looks like a sock drawer special. And that's what that is. That's a sock drawer special. That's what I'd say. It's original. Look at the loom. It's got the long sweep and not a bit of damage on it. It's got the high polished marker tops, which is what these are supposed to have. Interesting, look at that. The serial number isn't centered. It looks almost like they had space for the 7th digit, but that was when this is just going over. Oh wow, you still get a caseback sticker on this thing? Oh my gosh. Still have a caseback sticker. Boy, that's a nice watch. Hazy on the inside, but boy, that dial looks perfect. Pip is nice. Insert only has a little bit of wear. There's your cutout. Okay, I'll save that for later. Okay, I'm impressed so far. Let's get it open. I haven't tried to open this, so I don't really know what we're going to get. I'll try the baby openers. There she blows. Okay. Let us see what we have got. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. All with the bevel edge. I don't see any servicing marks. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Is that pitting or is that just dirt? A piece of pegwood here. Well, actually, it's around. Yeah, weird. It's actually, that's pitting. A little bit of pitting right there. It's interesting. So somebody used this a couple of 3 times, and but then didn't carry on with it. Now, that's not bad. I've seen a lot worse, obviously. Let's get this. Let's look out through here. Looks like, no, that's pretty well flattened. But it's still not enough oxygen has gotten to it to seize it up, which is what normally happens with these. Yeah, look, it's got the correct early one-piece movement ring rather than the later 6000 style movement ring, which came in, oh gosh, I think in the summer of 68. These didn't last for long. It's old school tech. 6105A, which is correct. I'm just looking it over. I'm just looking at any of the haze or anything that's going on. It looks good. Boy, it looks good. I don't see any lubrication under the cap jewel, so I'm going to have to assume that that is, in fact, unserviced. Whoa, man, that is tight. Holy cow. Somebody was not kidding. Wow. That's nuts. I have not seen one that firmly in there for some time. Come on. See, you gotta go. You can't just, it's like trying to hit the gas just to get your car out of the ditch, and you can't go boom and floor it because your wheels will just spin. So you gotta go boom, like so. Looks good. I mean, I don't see any surface like corrosion or anything. Move that back. That ain't right. I don't go there. Nope. I gotta sharpen that one. I gotta sharpen that one. Oh man, also tight as hell. Jeez. I guess we know that this person didn't wear their watch. That was tight. Because normally you wear a watch, everything loosens up. There's that one. That was also tight. That's clean, all right. I don't see any lubricant in here. Little bit of grot, and grossness. Well, somebody's getting something trying to run. Wowzers. Okay, so here now. Yeah, sure sounds like somebody's trying to get their something or other to fire up. Definitely sounds like it has fuel and/or, well, fuel problems. I bet you it's carbureted. They haven't started it this year. It's got bad gas in it. Because I haven't heard that engine before over there, so something just got pulled out of storage. And it's running like ASS. Yeah, listen to that. He's just trying to keep it going. I'm surprised he's not going row, 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 and trying to floor it and keep it going. I guess it's running all right, but dude, he's gonna blow that thing. That doesn't sound good. What is it, I wonder? Lawn maintenance or like a scooter or a motorcycle or something? Come on, out we get. It still doesn't sound that good. Okay. So now I am gonna pull the crown. I'm gonna pull the movement, pull the crown. There's the dial in hands. It's got to be one of the nicest dials I've ever seen. I mean, I just can't remember seeing a better one right now. But that is really, really, really good. I mean, if the stoplight, pink stoplight in the hand was a little unfaded, this would be awesome. A little bit of patinaing in there. Hints it's a little dirty. There's a tiny little mark right there. I don't know why, but it's right there on the edge. Yeah, there's another one right there on the edge. Tiny one right there. The little one right there. That one, there's one right on the edge. I mean, they're basically invisible. This dial is in such good condition that I can see that kind of stuff. Interesting, too, that if you'll notice, we got a little bit of loom overflow. There's a little bit of too much loom there. Oh, there's another little of the mark on the edge right there. A little bit of loom overflow there. That's probably what these are. It's really perfect. Boy, that's so nice. You got these two marks here. I'm not quite sure what they are. Two little abrasive marks right there, or maybe it's just the way it was made. Yeah, you see some of that darkening, that patina, is literally, it's on the surface. And with care, a lot of times just basic cleaning like that, just hitting it with a little bit of fresh Rotico, the super sticky stuff they have now, and it'll pull a lot of stuff out of there. Hand stack's a little wiggly. Yeah, your cannon pinion feels really light. No, it's not bad. It's lighter than I'd like, but it's not. No, I think it's okay. Boy, that dial's beautiful. Yeah, you got more of these little. There's one right there. There's a little. I'll ascertain what those are. It might be a loom overflow. I'm not really sure because these loom plots they are really filled. They filled these right up to the top. Which is, you know, they didn't always normally do that. They had a whole bunch of different depths for these. Like, let me put this over here. If you look at mine, this is my 6105 8110. See how much of a depth there is in that? It's like completely flat and it's low. This is one of the other looks for these. But this one, it's full almost all the way to the top. That's beautiful. Okay, I want to get those hands off and the dial off. I'm going to come back once that's done. There is your beautiful dial. Let's see. Look at that. See, isn't that interesting? 8.3. Because so the 6105 8000s, they started being made in, I believe, late February. March is pretty early, but not that early because they were getting the lines up and going, is my theory. Because this is 2 months before, but that's perfectly fine. This watch is clearly untouched. There we go. So you got a couple other absolutely correct early features to show off. First, this is the dial ring. You'll notice it's black. These are almost every single one after this early type was clear. These early black ones were made for the 6159s. I don't know why they stopped using them, but they did. But these black ones are for the 6159s. Another early feature, if we look at the dial foot screws, they're not like normally, this would be like that. This would be all milled out and you'd have the screw there, but it wouldn't be sort of encased within the movement. It literally chop out a bit. Here, you still see it's just a drill straight in. That's true for both. Both early features, both correct. Both the way they ought to be. Well, let's keep ripping. Oh, I went and looked at whatever that guy was trying to get running. He was trying to get his outboard motor going on his boat, and it was not running great, and it was smoking like a bastard. That one was tight. And the whole house smelled like exhaust, very rich exhaust. So I hope he figures out his issues before he hits the water. Also, we've got a giant thunderstorm coming in. I don't know what he's thinking. It smelled terrible, though. Okay. What's that about? What's that about? Where's that? Come here. Oh, stop that. What in the heck is that? I'm not sure what that is. Did this bushing get double drilled or something? Look, you got the middle hole, and then there's another one right there. At least I think that's what that is. I'm going to have to pull that and see. That's the... I wonder what that is. Let me pull it apart and let's look at it. Oh my God, this one's also tight as hell. Damn. Let's try this. Let's go for not that one. That got it. Jeez, that was tight. A little bit of RS2. That's mainspring grease getting worked out of the mainspring over time. Not a lot. Okay, got that one. The lubricant was sticking. There's that old dried S2 right there. Looking all hazy. Okay, I do not see another hole. I don't think I do. I don't know what the heck I'm looking at there. Yeah, well, I'll be jiggered. I think they tried to punch a second hole through there. It like stuttered in the machine. It didn't go all the way through. I'll look at it. If that's bad, we are going to replace that. I'm also going to clean this up, and that's where your upper mainspring arbor jewel is going to come. Here's another early feature. I don't know if you can see it, but if you look at the pinion on this escape wheel, notice that the geared section runs along the entire shaft. That's because Seiko used to just have these shafts made. They used to make them just in a giant gearing stock that runs from one way to the other. They used to be done all the time, and then they machine it down and they put the actual escape part on there. Later on, they stopped doing that. They made it so the gears were just the top. I don't know why they added an extra step, but they did. Maybe the savings in material was significant enough that it made it easier. Maybe they had to do it for the machines to handle the pieces. Or maybe they just like doing things to make me ask questions. You never know with Seiko. Always got to be careful. God damn, that was tight as hell too. Wow. A little bit of schmutz. Looks pretty good. A little bit of S2. I've seen so much worse. Okay. Here's the inside of there's the sort of the lid. I see a little bit of brassing in there, but it doesn't look hacked up. Well, we'll see. We will see. Come here. Here's your mainspring arbor. See if I can do the thing, right? You know the party trick. Okay, so here is the other part of your barrel. And let me get this one out just in a second. Okay, there it is. There's the barrel, and there's your arbor, and here's your mainspring. It's a little cone, but I can adjust springs. We adjust hairsprings, we can adjust mainsprings. And I'll put it back in plane, and we'll see how it does. This is another early feature. The bridle, the slipping bridle here is attached right at the front. Later pieces, you had an end like this also here, so it gripped the inside wall of that barrel more firmly, but these work fine. I'll clean that up and we'll look at it. I'm gonna have to hand clean all that. It goes over here. Ditto for this. Okay, let us now. Would you stop swaying? Oh wait, I need that. The calendar side. Huh. Got these scratch marks on the date dial guard. I mean, it's obviously original. Must be something going on with there. Well, whatever. Let's get it. Let's get this going. Nope, wrong one. Hey, that was completely loose. That's wild. one was loose. That one was just right. That one was loose. Isn't that strange? What's that about? Geez, he's trying again. You're gonna blow that thing. Yeah, man, I'm gonna give that one a rest. I've owned many things. I've never owned a, gosh darn it, I've never owned an outboard motor. Are you done? Let go. Jeez. The hell was that about? Okay, so what else we got going on here? Gotta get them keyless works out of here. That's always fun. These are interesting. 6105s have a very different keyless work setup than 6106s or 6119s. They have a setup that is almost exactly the same, very close to what the 6138s have, except for a few minor differences in the stack height. They're this setting lever with wheel, that's exactly the same, except for it's got a slightly higher diddly. I'll see that. Oops. Somebody set the time a lot. Darn it. Look at all the wear right there. I wonder why. Here's your can and pinion. I'm going to clean all that stuff and we'll see how it does on the other side. Now, I know what you're all saying. I know what you're all yelling at your screen. Hey, Spencer, why is this still here? Why haven't you taken that off? Well, the one thing that's super tricky about 6105s, where you're doing the lower mainspring arbor port, which is right here, there's a lot more metal, thick metal here than over here. So if this is gone, when you're using your Zeitz tool to ream this out, because there's so much less material over here, the whole thing will push this way. The reamer, the Zeitz reamer will move sideways, and then the hole will be in the wrong place, and all of a sudden your barrel won't work correctly. It'll start ramming up against the underneath of the center wheel, and then you're screwed. You got to try to fix the main plate and push it back that way. And that sucks. Ask me how I know that. So I'm going to leave this here until I do the machining here. Once that's in, I'll take the rest of this apart. things are pretty uneventful. I'm just pulling the case apart. Now, one thing I was a bit worried about, because I was saying, oh yeah, this thing's 100% original, because this has what I would call a flat top type 3 on it, which is a much later crystal. These came with a type 1, much higher. I don't really like how the type 1s look. They just kind of look funky. They were really high and the edges chipped. This is actually my favorite 6105 crystal, the flat top type 3. Now, I know that it's okay. The reason I know it's okay, this is a replacement crystal. I know that because this L gasket is made out of natural rubber, not anything vulcanized or anything else like that. It was sort of a generic, like a best fit thing. Yeah. The reason being is that unlike Viton, which basically doesn't degrade, this natural rubber does. It's one of the reasons that car tires used to be white and then they started being vulcanized. Yeah. So that's a replacement. There is your chapter ring. There's your case. Got a little grit of schmutz in there. I will get that taken care of. But good, that answers that mystery. This crystal, that's glass. I think it's good enough to keep. I'll clean it and we'll see, but I think that's good enough to keep. The case is great. Unlike the caseback, no pitting. Nope, it's good. Okay, that's it for this. Oh yeah, your rotating ring is completely original. I'm going to clean off this gruck here, and I'm going to clear coat over the underneath of the pip to seal it and protect it. Nice thing. I'm looking forward to getting this done. Okay, I will follow up on the flip side.